Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to section 8.3, Multiplying Binomials. Our objective for the day is to multiply two binomials or a binomial by a trinomial. So if you'll notice in your notes packet, we are skipping problem number 1, and we are just going to start right away with problem 2 using a table. And we're going to say, we're going to look to see what is the simpler form of 3x plus 1 and x times x plus 4. And so we can rewrite each of these terms into a box. So 3x in the first row there, and 1. And we're going to put x and 4 in our gray boxes. So now we're going to multiply each of these terms. So 3x times x is going to give us 3x squared. 1 times x is going to give us just x. 4 times 3x is 12x. And 1 times 4 is 4. So now to simplify this, we just need to combine our like terms and write them in order in our standard form. So we start with our x squared term, 3x squared. 12x plus x is 13x, and positive 4. Okay. Example B, what is the simpler form of the quantity x minus 6 times the quantity 4x plus 3? So we write our pieces in. Remember that negative sign is attached to that negative 6, or that 6. So 4x times x is going to give us 4x squared. 4x times negative 6 is negative 24x. 3 times x will give us 3x. And 3 times negative 6 is negative 18. Once again, we can combine our like terms and write in standard form. 4x squared minus 21x minus 18. Right. Example C, we have the quantity x plus 4 times the quantity 2x minus 1. So we write them in our boxes. 2x times x will give us 2x squared. 2x times 4 is 8x. Negative 1 times x is negative x. And negative 1 times 4 will give us negative 4. Combine like terms in standard form, 2x squared plus 7x minus 4. Now, you don't always have to use a table every time. We wanted to introduce this to you so when we go to factor later on in the chapter, you will have seen something like this before. So another way of multiplying binomials is the expression FOIL. And each of the letters stands for F is first, O is outer, I is inner, and L is last. And as we go, we'll show you where we see each of these. So we have the quantity 3x minus 4 times the quantity x plus 2. So the first step is to multiply the first term in each of the two quantities. So 3x times x is 3x squared. Now we multiply the outer terms. So the ones on the outside, so 3x times 2 will give us 6x. Then we multiply the inner terms, so the negative 4 times the x. And lastly, the last terms, negative 4 times a positive 2, which gives us negative 8. Now we just need to combine like terms. Our positive 6x and minus 4x is going to give us a positive 2x. And there we go. All right, so our second example, letter B, we've got the quantity n minus 6 times quantity 4n minus 7. So we do our first term, 4n times n is 4n squared. Our outer term, n times negative 7 minus 7n. Inner minus 24n. And last, negative 6 times negative 7 is plus 42. Combine our like terms. (4n squared minus 31n plus 42. All right. Letter C. Go ahead and pause this. Try it on your own, then hit play and watch through as we work it. Draw your arrows in. So we have 2p squared times 2p, which will give us 4p to the third power. 2p squared times negative 5 is minus 10p squared. Inner terms, 3 times 2p is positive 6p. And our last term, 3 times negative 5, minus 15. Do we have any like terms to combine?
No.
Doesn't look like it. So that is our simplified form. All right, letter D, we have, what is the area of a rectangle with the length of 2x plus 1 and the width is 5x minus 2? And we all remember the area of a rectangle is length times width. So we have 2x plus 1 times 5x minus 2. We need to distribute. Use FOIL. 2x times 5x is 10x squared. 2x times negative 2 is minus 4x. 5x times 1 is 5x. And we'll have minus 2. We do have like terms that we can combine here. A minus 4x and a plus 5x. So we have 10x squared plus x minus 2. Now, problem 4, we're actually going to start with letter B. What is the area of a rectangle with a length of 5x minus 1 and a width of 10x plus 2? So again, we have area is equal to length times width. So we have 5x minus 1 times the quantity 10x plus 2. First terms will give us 50x squared. Our outer term will give us plus 10x. Our inner term is minus 10x. And our last term, minus 2. Combine like terms, plus 10x minus 10x. Those cancel out. We're left with 50x squared minus 2. So we're going to set up problem A. We're going to give you the equation for the surface area of a cylinder, and that is A is equal to 2 pi r h, as Ms. Zierzo draws in a picture, always a good step, plus 2 pi r squared. And we are going to suggest that you guys try this as a challenge problem. Alright, so tomorrow turn in a sheet. We'll give you some extra credit for it if you can come up with a complete answer on this in its simplified form. We're going to give you a couple hints here. We wrote in x plus 2 is our radius and x plus 4 is the height of the cylinder. So if you could distribute that in its simplest form, show it to us tomorrow.
Good luck.
Alright, problem number 5. We are looking at multiplying a trinomial and a binomial. So we're going to start off with, we've got our trinomial, and we're just going to distribute each one of these terms. So we're going to distribute the 2x to each of the 3 terms in the trinomial. So here's a suggestion. Ms. Zierzo used a nice red marker there. You guys should do the same. Draw the rainbows to make sure you are distributing to every single term in the trinomial. And make sure that you are being very careful with these negative signs. Alright, so we're going to start off. 2x times 2x squared is going to give us 4x to the third. 2x times negative 3x is going to give us negative 6x squared. 2x times 1 is a positive 2x. Negative 7 times 2x squared is negative 14x squared plus 21x squared minus 7.
21x. 21x.
All right, 21x minus 7. Now we need to combine like terms. There is only one x cubed term, so we rewrite 4x cubed. We have negative 6x squared and negative 14x squared. So that's minus 20x squared. We have a plus 2x and a plus 21x, so plus 23x, and minus 7. That's our final answer. Letter B. Draw in your distributions to make sure you do each and every one of these steps. And be mindful of those negative signs. So, x times 2x squared gives us 2x to the third power. X times negative 5x is minus 5x squared. 5x squared. X times 4 is 4x. 3 times 2x squared is plus 6x squared. 3 times negative 5x minus 15x. And 3 times 4, positive 12. Combine like terms and simplify. We have 2x to the third power. We have a negative 5x and a plus 6x squared, so we're going to have plus x squared. Plus 4x and minus 15x, so minus 11x plus 12. All right. Our next problem, again, drawing the rainbows. We need to remember we are distributing to all three terms in the trinomial. And again, be mindful of that negative sign on the 6x. So 3x times 6x cubed is going to give us 18x to the fourth. 3x times negative 6x is 18x squared. And 3x times 2 is 6x. 5 times 6x cubed is going to be 30x cubed minus 30x squared, or 30x, and plus 10. Combine like terms. We have 18x to the fourth. We have a plus 30x cubed. We have minus 18x squared. And then we've got the plus 6x minus 30x, which will be minus 24x plus 10.
Don't worry, I have lots of notebook paper. You will never run out of notebook paper.
All right, see you all tomorrow in class.